Hey everyone! Today's topic is landing the tech leadership job of your dreams, commanding a 200K plus salary, that hell yes job, without moving to San Francisco. And the reason that I'm bringing up this particular topic, location, location is everything, right? Is because we talk with a lot of clients at the People Stack. And as an example, I was talking with a potential client the other day who lives in Ohio, what some might describe as middle of nowhere Ohio. It is not a tech hub. It's not San Francisco. It is not Boston. It is not Seattle. It is not New York. It is not Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. It is not Austin. It is not any of what I think what people would describe a tech hub, where there are tons of technical jobs, technical leadership jobs available. We said, I want to stay here. I love it here. Ohio is home. It's where my family is, and it's where it feels like home. And I could absolutely relate to that. Like for us, Boston is home. We live in Somerville, just outside of Boston, just across the Charles River, right next door to Cambridge. And we lived in Pennsylvania for a number of years. And while we had some really great times there, that's where I was a college professor. I was a professor at Westchester University of Pennsylvania. We lived there for about 8 years total. It was great, but it wasn't home, right? It was okay. And there were times that it was just more than okay. But Rob and I, my husband and I, had lived in Boston at one point earlier in our career, and we're like, we want to go back. Boston's home. So I absolutely relate to that. Like, I'm not going to move. Like, I know that San Francisco is this tech hub. 200K, that must be San Francisco, right? Like I get it. Like, if you move to San Francisco and you get a tech leadership job there, then yeah, absolutely, you're going to get 200K. Actually, when I talk with folks, and if you live in San Francisco, you'll know what I'm talking about here. When I talk with, anywhere in the Bay Area, when I talk with folks who live in the Bay Area, or one of the most frequently asked questions for folks who live in the Bay Area, 200K, I need to make more than that. Like, that barely would pay the rent. That would barely pay my mortgage. Like, really what I'm talking about is more like 300K, 400. Yep, absolutely. Because that's really what it would take to not just survive out there, but thrive, given the cost of living, the cost of housing. It's what it is. But a lot of people don't want to do that. I don't want to have to move to a high cost of living area to then make more, but I'm actually making less because it doesn't go as far. And I get that. And so if you're living somewhere where you feel like what other people might call a middle of nowhere, and certainly may feel like the middle of nowhere in terms of tech, you might be feeling stuck because you don't hear about all of the awesome tech leadership jobs in Ohio or Arkansas or South Dakota or Idaho, or even some other parts of the country like Tennessee or Washington, or other parts of the country where it's just like they don't get exposure for being awesome at tech like San Francisco does, like Boston does. And so you feel stuck. You're like, there's definitely this potential to upgrade my career and to do more and to earn more and to add more value and get recognized for that value, but not here. I don't hear about those jobs. And you might kind of go on the job market, like you might pretend to go on the job market where you're like, you're searching, maybe you're searching online or you're searching on LinkedIn for some jobs available, or maybe like you respond to some recruiters who reach out for jobs that are available. So you pretend you're not on the job market for real. Like, you're not really out there networking, getting a real true sense of what kind of jobs might be available within a certain radius of where you live. You're just pretending. And you say, oh, well, no, I can't. There's no way that I can. They're not available. Like the tech leadership jobs that I'm looking for, maybe it's a director level position, possibly even a VP position or a senior management position, and they're not available. I see tech jobs where I live in Ohio or Tennessee or Nevada, but they're all individual contributor positions. They're all software engineers, data analysts, IT support people. That's not what I want to do. Like, that's all that's available here. And so we tell ourselves a story to stay comfortable. That I'll just stay where I am right now because there's no way that I can get a job and upgrade my career where I am right now. And so that's tragic. That's tragic because if you want to break through and get to the next level in your career, you got to actually be on the job market for real. And so the fact of the matter is, if you're feeling stuck right now in your career because of location or for any other reason, but the topic of the day is location. If you're feeling stuck and you don't fix it, if you don't get unstuck, you're never going to fix it. Because you're just going to keep doing the same old things, the same old strategies, taking the same old actions or not taking action, and you're just going to stay there. And you're going to get to live where you love, but you're not going to get to have the career that you love. And so some people say, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. But this is not a kind of situation where it's you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, this is your career, right? This is not cake. Like, this is your life, right? You deserve to live where you want, where you love, where it feels like home, while you are pursuing the career of your dreams. But if you choose to stay stuck and you choose not to fix it, if you choose to not do anything differently, then you're going to stay stuck. And you're never going to be able to reach your full potential in your career. And the fact of the matter is, while a lot of technical managers, folks in technical leadership, are silently struggling, either because they live in the middle of nowhere and there's no way that I can get a tech leadership job in Ohio that pays that much, or because maybe they're struggling for another reason. They're silently struggling. There are a handful, about 1% of technical leaders who work with us at the People Stack, who know how to break through from that unstuckness, who know the strategies and the systems to go on the job market and do it for real, not just pretending. And we show them how to find the jobs that aren't listed. Because if your excuse is, oh, I don't see any jobs, I live in Ohio, but I don't see any tech leadership jobs listed, they're not listed. You're not going to find them on LinkedIn. You're not going to find them from a recruiter reaching out to you. You got to network. You got to get out there and do this for real and activate and leverage the power of your connections, of the human connections. And that's what we show our clients how to do. And that's why even if they live in Ohio, in Louisiana, in Nevada, in Idaho, just to name a few of the out of nowhere, live in the middle of nowhere places for clients that we work with, and they're able to find that job. Is it harder? Sure, because there's not as much available. Let's say compared to if you were to live in San Francisco or New York or Boston or Austin. But the problem in those places is the competition is fierce, man. It's super fierce. So it's hard either way, right? So you can actually look at it like, yeah, there's fewer pickings, there's fewer opportunities for those tech leadership jobs in some of these middle of nowhere places. But you know what? There's also less competition for them. So if you're one of the few folks who has technical skills and leadership skills in a place that's not a tech hub, you are prime to get that job. I don't like to call people real estate. That's what I was gonna say. I don't know why real estate is on my mind. But you are a superior candidate if you have tech skills and leadership skills and live in one of these middle of nowhere places. It doesn't matter that there's fewer opportunities. If you have the right systems and strategies and support to get there, you're gonna. Because it's gonna be like, oh my God, you are exactly the person that we've been praying for. Because look at it from the perspective of the job, of the employers. Like, imagine a tech company or a company that has a tech division in your town, in your city, and what they really need is someone exactly like you. Someone who has the technical skills and the technical background, a very specialized technical background, but who also has leadership skills and is willing to upgrade those leadership skills, and wants to work with people and wants to lead their tech teams to greatness. But like, oh my God, we can't find this person. Where they don't exist in Ohio. Maybe we should move our company to Boston. Right? They're thinking the same thing. So it's a match made in heaven. It's a match made in heaven, but you need to have the systems and the strategies to go out there and find those jobs. And that's what we show our clients how to do. How to go out there and network with purpose. How to go out there and move those conversations forward so that you're getting access to the decision makers, so that you're finding those jobs that aren't actually listed, and they're either created for you or you just didn't find it because there's so few of them. And you move the conversation forward and you go on interviews and you negotiate and you land that awesome job right in your hometown. The exact job that you wanted at the salary that you deserve. And that's how you do it. So if this is what you want for your career, no matter where you live in the good old US of A, you can stay there. You just got to be willing to decide, I want to do this. I am absolutely committed to doing this, to upgrading my career, and going out there and networking and following the strategies and systems that are going to work for me. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to do it. I'm going to get resourceful. I'm going to do everything that's necessary. I'm all in. If you're ready for that, then go ahead and book a call with our team, thepeoplestack.com/talk. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our heads together to map out a plan so that you can land that tech leadership position where you want, whether it's in your current middle of nowhere place or whether you want to move somewhere else or whatever the situation might be. A lot of people think, oh, well, my situation is different. Like all of your clients are probably, they probably live in San Francisco, right? Or they're in New York, or they're in Boston, right? Oh, Jen's in Boston. Like all of their clients must be in Boston. I'm different. So yes, we are all different. And I praise our differences and I recognize our differences. We are all unique, beautiful snowflakes. But you know what? No matter how big your tech leadership and technical career problem is, right? No matter how big you think that problem is, we've solved it. We've solved it many times. That's what most people say to us. Oh, my problem is unique. My problem is too challenging. I don't think that you can solve it. Yeah, we can. And if you happen to ask us a question, and if you happen to have a situation that we have not quite encountered yet, we're gonna fix it together. We're gonna solve the problem together, because we know we've been doing this for almost 5 years now, and we've served hundreds of clients. So we got you. We also get you that you want to stay in Ohio or Louisiana or Nevada or Washington or Tennessee or any of the wonderful places in the United States that so many people don't ever visit because they only stay in they only go to the big cities. If you want to stay there, you can absolutely land that hell yes tech leadership job. You just have to be ready to take the action necessary to do it. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be easy. If it were easy, you would have figured it out already. And that's probably why you're in this group. It's probably why you're watching this video right now. So if that's you, hop on a call, thepeoplestack.com/talk. We'll put our heads together. We'll figure out how, we'll map out a plan so that we can figure out how to get from where you are right now, which is living in the middle of nowhere, loving where you live maybe, but just not getting paid what you're worth, really just feeling unfulfilled and unrecognized at work, to a place where you do feel fulfilled, where you are recognized at work and you are getting paid what you're worth. We'll map out a plan to get there. And if you want our help to execute that plan, we'll talk about what that would look like. If you don't, then that's cool too. You're still gonna get a ton of value and a ton of clarity out of the conversation that you're going to have with us. So thepeoplestack.com/talk. So yes, it is absolutely possible to command a 200K salary without, as a technical leader, without moving to San Francisco. So that's the message of the day. Looking forward to talking with some of you soon, and we'll see you again on Friday, where I'm going to be talking about, what do I have slated? I'm going to be talking about, oh, how do I do this, right? So a lot of people just ask, you talk a lot about commanding a 200K plus salary, Jen. Just tell me how to do it already. Give me the 3-step plan. So I'm going to talk about why that's not so easy, why that's not so simple, why that's not so convenient. So we'll talk again on Friday. Have a good time. Have a good day until then. Talk later.